inside the new movie theater concept from the founder of Alamo Drafthouse. Here it is: private rooms, gourmet meals, and guest attendance. That's right. Have you ever wished you could rent a movie theater for yourself and just your friends, right? Just there's the whole thing. You get the movie and the buttered popcorn, but you don't got to worry about people on their phones. And you got to worry about people talking and texting. None of that's going to be a problem for you when you go to Metro Private Cinema in New York, an intimate, upscale, and very culinary spin on a night out at the movies. This is coming from... what is his name? Tim League, who's an Alamo Drafthouse cinema chain founder. All right. He got out of Alamo Drafthouse. He kind of cooked up this idea in 2016, along with another CEO. The idea that you could create 20 media rooms effectively inside of a theater space. Instead of having 10 screens or 12 screens, you make 20 small screens. You open them up for current screenings and also anything else anybody wants to watch. They got a curated selection of old movies there, stuff like Raiders of the Lost Ark and Jaws. You can go see the new Superman movie, Jurassic World, or if you want to watch something unique, they can get it for you for an extra fee. And of course, they've got food in all of these theaters. They can rent from 4 people all the way up to 20 people, so you can get together with just a few friends, or you could have a company party, right? And you get all kinds of good stuff. They got really nice food here, all right? They got stone fruit and a garlic-inspired menu. I'll get down to it here while Andy's filling in details, but you got to book the room, you got to book some food. It's pretty expensive, but the idea is you can just hang out in your own space for 2 or 3 hours and watch whatever the hell you want to watch. A totally new idea in the movie theater space, right, Andy?
So Tim League came up with this because he has a theater room in kind of his own house, and he said, he would invite people over and they loved it, and they kind of kept inviting themselves over, like, oh, let's do the Super Bowl at your house, or let's watch the Oscars at your place, that great setup you have. So that's kind of where he got this idea from, but I think it might be a little bit out of touch. When I go to cinema, I just want 3 things. I want a clear screen, great sound, and for everyone to behave and shut up and not be on their phones. That's all I want in the cinema. I don't need fancy food. I don't need gourmet this and that. I don't need alcohol. I just need a good environment to watch the movie. But that's just me. Maybe there is an audience for this or a market for this. This comes steep at $200 a pop for I guess a group of 2 to 4, and then more, as many as 12. It's going to cost you a pretty penny, but it's going to be kind of like a night out, maybe do an anniversary or something big like that. Celebrate your birthday. It's not going to be cheap, but it's going to be a time, I guess. I don't know. I feel like this feels a little bit misplaced.
Andy's right. It's not going to be cheap. I got details for you right here. Upon opening, it's not open yet, there will be a late summer menu featuring stone fruits, heirloom tomatoes, and summer squash, and a garlic-themed dinner available featuring starters, main dishes, and desserts served family style before the film begins. They will bring it in, set it all out on a big table or a little bar in your media room. Each one's curated. They got a little Art Nouveau look with little lamps, and it's a quiet, small setting. You probably even get a blanket if you ask for it. They've also created 7 or 8 culinary cinematic adventures a la Alamo Drafthouse, custom made for titles like Superman and Paddington 2 and Goodfellas. So you can say, hey, I'm going to watch Superman and I'll take the Superman flight or whatever, right? They'll bring out the food they've got for that movie all for you, bring it out together. They said... Andy had the numbers. The 4-person theater is $200 for a 4-hour booking. All right, it's $50 a person. The 12-person theater is $600. Food is $100 per person roughly, and if you want alcoholic beverages, that's at least $50 more. And this is in New York. All right, so you're gonna have to get there on your own and get out. And even if you're taking the subway, it's gonna be a pricey evening. The idea is that you're going to spend a lot for a pricey little evening in, right? Like it's something intimate and it's smaller. But I'm also a little bit in Andy's camp. This does not have any mainstream appeal. And the people who are rich enough to want to do this, they're not even going to stick around for the whole movie, right? They'll watch 90 minutes of it and bail. Or they'll go home and watch it in their own private media rooms. I think it's a clever idea. And if something like this opened near an Alamo Drafthouse, I definitely would be interested in checking it out. But the money cost, man, it just feels like you priced out your movies a little bit. But it does speak a little bit to the boutique nature of where it feels like movies are going, right? People want to buy premium screens and your D-Box experience, so your seat moves, and go see it in ScreenX and 4DX, right? People seem to want a more curated, intimate experience with their film. They want to reach out and touch the screen. So having this, a quiet private room where you can hang out with your friends and laugh and joke and text and talk all you want. I mean, it seems like having that on demand might be that, right?
Like I said, there might be an audience for this. It's in the Chelsea neighborhood of New York. Like I said, some people might want this more elite private screening. Maybe it's fun for like one day of the year out. At least that's where I might do this. They definitely need more repeat business than that. It's also interesting. The movies they're going to offer are, of course, new releases, things like Jurassic World and Superman, but they're also going to have a library of older things that you can pick from or have them get even. So if you want to watch Star Wars or Goodfellas or Heat, like we did the other week, you can curate the experience a little bit more, which I think is fun. But one of the reasons I love going to the movies, and I see so many, is because it's kind of a cheap hobby, and this takes that part out of it.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, like I like that the hook of it, the Metro private cinema, right? Every movie in theaters on demand. Like it's good. Like at the top, that sounds real great. It's almost like Movie Pass, right? That energy of like any movie you want, you can have. Like you can go see whatever you like. Private cinema, it's right there in the title. We'll see. Alamo Drafthouse has like 45 locations in the United States. We'll see if we get any more than one, if it even works out of Chelsea. Like, gonna have to. I can't imagine what their overhead costs, but maybe it'll work. Maybe Tim Lee will pull a rabbit out of a hat here. Anyway, we got to talk about one more movie on the podcast before we wrap up this week. Andy's gonna be taking the summary on this one. Very much looking forward to hearing what he has to say about it. Andy, please take it away.
Heads of State. So this is the latest action comedy from Amazon Prime, starring Idris Elba and John Cena as the President of the United States, played by John Cena, former actor, action star turned politics and president, and Idris Elba as Sam Clark, the British Prime Minister.